I'm sorry, are you addressing me? Because your authority is not recognized in Fort Kickass.
Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Right on, and welcome to New Music Saturday. And Mike is off this Saturday, but in his place is the lovely Forgottenbee. Welcome back to the show, Bee.
Hello. I did say to you off air, didn't I, that I'm feeling a bit frisky. I think it's the weather. It's kind of been sunny here, and it's festival season. And if I open my windows, I can hear a festival down the road. So it gets me kind of hyped up. So I might be a bit hyper. I don't know. I'll try and keep it together.
Well, that's never a bad thing when we want to keep the people entertained, right? So,
yeah.
But just before we get going here with our first song of the night, there is a convenience store in the U.S. called Circle K, and it's never been in Canada. And there's a convenience store down the street. And it was called Max, and then I could have sworn it called Max last night. And I walk over today, and it's a Circle K. It's like, what the, what happened here?
Oh my god!
And the first thing I thought of, obviously, is Bill and Ted's.
Oh yeah.
The first little bit they're studying, like, dude, there's weird things afoot at the Circle K, you know?
Yeah, I've forgotten that. Crikey, I haven't seen it for years.
If you're really us, what number are we thinking of? 69, dude. Whoa!
Oh, I'm not going to even go anywhere with that.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm not.
Perfect phrasing, but yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning, I think you'd have had me with that one.
Well, there's still time.
There is still time. It's 11:15 here, so...
Yes, there's more here than meets the eye.
I've got to tell you something. I wasn't going to work at Glastonbury this year, but I kind of got persuaded into doing it anyway. I'm behind the scenes and I work with the musicians, and I found out this year that Kiefer Sutherland, the Mr. Lost Boys, is going to play.
Nice.
How cool is that? So I'm kind of, I just think, I don't care about anything else. I mean, the Foo Fighters are playing, but because I saw them at the Cheese and Grain, I don't know if I want to kind of stand in a, do you know what I mean? I think I saw the best venue, so I'm not too, I'd love to see them again, but only if I was even closer, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But I just thought Kiefer Sutherland, I think I'm going to have to try and do an A-list photo with him and give him a kiss, I think, because he's like so cool.
And Canadian.
Seriously, that's ace, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't know you played music, so there we go.
You know what? It's kind of funny because I just watched Flatliners the other week. Remember that one?
Oh, did you? That's ace, isn't it? I like that.
But yeah, he was. And also, of course, 24, right? You can't forget 24.
I know, but the thing is, I've started it, and then I don't know, for whatever reason, I have never watched them.
Oh, really?
So that's those epic kind of Breaking Bad series I need to get into, isn't it?
Well, initially it was meant to be like a mini-series movie, like be like 3 episodes. And it actually was in theaters for a very short period of time, and then turned into an actual TV show. So you know what? Forget it. We're going to go this way with it.
I might have to do a bit of a mission then before I go to Glastonbury. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or I'll just be talking about other stuff, you know. Well, I don't suppose it matters, does it? Who cares? He'll be talking about his music.
Well, exactly.
I might try and see if I can sneak an interview, but it might be tricky. But who knows? The power of I don't know, what you can achieve sometimes if you're backstage. Be good though.
No, absolutely. So,
so moving on.
yeah, moving right along here. So, yeah.
No, I'm going to hold it together. Come on, let's do it.
Oh, please.
We've got some great music, haven't we?
Yes. So, we're gonna start off. Initially, I started writing out the set list, and I was writing out initially part 2 for part 1, and I looked at it. I was like, no, what? I'll fill it out anyways and have a look at it again. And I was like, well, maybe I'll switch it around this time. And of course, when I sent to B, she didn't answer me, so I had to kind of guess on my own. And
you're so cheeky.
hey, I'm just teasing. Anyways, so we decided.
I tell you what, it's a good job you're miles away, isn't it?
So we decided to go with a kind of we'll call it a switch around here a little bit. So we're gonna start off tonight with it's a pretty awesome tune. It's one of the newest Static and Verona's from the upcoming album, which will be out in September. This one's called "Say It to My Face," and this is a rough mix, but a great tune. Dig this, Static and Verona.
Slowly you
Static in Verona with Say It to My Face. This is a rough mix, but another great tune by him, and it's been such a trip for this album in specific. I mean, Odd Anthem was really, really cool, but this one he's like experimenting even more. Like each song is kind of a different direction, and I'm not sure what to expect, which is a good thing. And I just always I love the vocals and I love the mix. I mean, and even the drums at the very end was really cool. It's like a good fade out.
Yeah, I'm always in awe of artists like him and sort of ill-advised, where they're like solo artists, but they're producing this kind of multi-talented work, which is, it's incredible, isn't it? Because it sounds like a band. I've always advocated that his stuff's really good for kind of soundtracks and stuff. I can feel it in, feel-good kind of chick flicks, that kind of thing.
Right.
And his album, is it right that it's coming out this year, September the 8th?
September the 8th, yep.
Yeah, and the artwork for that I'm impressed with as well. It looks really, slick, really smart. So, yeah, really good. And I think he grows, all the time. I mean, every time I hear sort of tracks from him, he's kind of he's evolved, hasn't he? Gone to another level. And like you say, he is being diverse. And that takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of skill and bravery, I think, sometimes, because you're probably challenging yourself. And really impressed. He's always really good. So.
Oh, very true. Very, very true. So I'm excited for the album to come out. And speaking of ill-advised, his new album, Masochist, comes out on June 2nd. So that's next Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, fantastic.
And
I'm gonna do a blog post with him. That was fantastic. Okay, thanks for that. Because
no problem.
I'm trying. That's another bit of work you just given me. Yeah, thanks very much. My bank holiday is suddenly not chilling. It's like huge, but that's good because you've reminded me that I wanted to do kind of a blog post with him just to kind of follow up because he's just it's another super talent. Make a big impression on me anyway. They're great.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he is honestly, he's so much like Trent Reznor, whereas he's very like kind of like OCD about songs, which is not a bad thing, mind you. And ill-advised is just him. He only gets a band for touring purposes. Otherwise, it's just him. That's pretty much what Trent Reznor has done all throughout the years. Which
is incredible, isn't it? It's Yeah, it takes a lot to keep that faith and belief in yourself, especially as an artist, and know that you're going to create something really good. Because you must have self-doubt at lots of times. You know what I mean? When you're on your own doing it, it's
absolutely.
Big sort of high five, and from me anyway.
Well, he will be sending me the digital copy through Dropbox fairly soon, before it comes out. But he did send me, right before the interview, about a week before the interview, he sent me price outcount links to listen to the whole album on SoundCloud. And man, what an album that it is. Like, I can't wait for everybody here because it is a fantastic album. Really creepy, dark as hell, for lack of better words, but it is so well done. And the story behind it, if you ever listen to it, you can go to Spreaker.com under Dr. Bones Music and look up interview with Ill-Advised, and you'll hear the story in the background behind it because it's pretty messed up, but it's pretty effing cool at the same time.
Yeah, I love that though. I love diverse music when it and I love it when bands or anybody kind of, it's the real challenge, isn't it, of your ability and making you go down pathways that maybe you're not comfortable to tread, which is that's part of the skill. So brilliant.
Exactly. So next up is a band called Marathon, which I know B.A. played a lot of Marathon with you before doing the show. And these guys are really cool, and it's probably about a year ago now, where they sent out to a select few of we'll call it huge supporters, like a thank you package, so T-shirt, badges, CD, everything, really nice. And I did interview them once before, and we're trying to set up one to talk about this album, because this album probably took them about a year and a bit to make, called Chrome Waves. That's actually the name of the song we're going to be playing, but hopefully I'll have them on NMS's plus regular interview.